Hello everyone, this is Grade 4, Module 7, Lesson 11 homework. The directions for number 1 state, use RDW to solve the following problem. So, the first thing I need to do is read the question, and for number 1 it says, Ashley ran a marathon and finished 1 hour and 40 minutes after PJ, who had a time of 2 hours and 15 minutes. Carrie finished 12 minutes before Ashley. How long did it take Carrie to run the marathon? So I have a little bit to do, and I'm going to put this all down here. And I know PJ had a time of 2 hours and 15 minutes. I know Ashley had a time of 1 hour and 40 minutes after PJ, meaning later than PJ. So I have to add that. And I'm going to do that right now to make my life just a little bit easier. 2 hours, and I'm going to add common units, meaning the same units. So I have hours and I have minutes. They're different units. They all tell time, but it's like inches and feet. They're different measurements. So 2 hours and 1 hour is 3 hours. And 15 minutes and 40 minutes makes 55 minutes. And I just added those up. So that's really her time right there. Now it says Carrie finished 12 minutes before Ashley. So I have to decide if I'm going to add 12 minutes or subtract 12 minutes from Ashley's time of 3 hours and 55 minutes. And if it says she finished before her, in a race like this, a marathon, you want a smaller time, a shorter time, a quicker time. So if she finished before Ashley, her time would be less than Ashley's time. So I'm actually going to take the 3 hours in 55 minutes and subtract 12 minutes. Now, I'm not subtracting any hours, so the hours is going to stay the same, and I don't have to borrow because I see I have 55 minutes and I'm taking 12 from it. So I'm really just subtracting 55 and 12 to get 43 minutes. So I have the time there. And I know I did the read, and I kind of skipped the drawing piece of it, but I'm going to draw my model now to show that out. So, PJ had 2 hours and 15 minutes. Ashley had the same, but I had to add on another hour and 40 minutes. Carrie had the same as PJ and had this part of 12 minutes less than Ashley. So based on my diagram, I know that if I add these two together, my whole amount is going to be 3 hours and 55 minutes. And then I'm going to subtract that 12 minutes that I did up here from this to get my total for Carrie, which is 3 hours and 43 minutes. Now the very last thing I need is just my answer statement. And there it is right there. Carrie ran the marathon in 3 hours and 43 minutes. Let's take a look down below to question 3. And it says, Mrs. Lawrence bought 12 pounds, 8 ounces of sugar. This is 1/4 of the sugar she will use to make sugar cookies in her bakery this week. If she uses 10 ounces of sugar for each batch of sugar cookies, how many batches of sugar cookies will she make in a week? So I have a two-step problem. And I know I got to do a redraw right on this. So the first thing I want to do is take down the first part. She bought 12 pounds, 8 ounces of sugar. And that's a quarter of the sugar, or a fourth of the sugar she will use this week. So I think probably the easiest way is for me to start by turning the pounds and ounces into one unit. Meaning, I'm going to put them all into ounces because I see that I'm working with some fractions here. It's 1/4, and then I got to do something with 10 ounces. So I see ounces right here in the bottom part of my question. I want to change all of this to ounces. The way to do that is 1 pound, I know, equals 16 ounces. And that's a conversion. So if I have 12 pounds, I know that when I go from 1 to 12, I'm multiplying by 12. So I'm going to do 16 times 12. Because there's 1 pound is 16 ounces. I need 12 pounds. So I'm going to multiply that out. And I'm going to get 192 ounces. And what I'll then do is I'm going to add that, because that's 12 pounds, I'm going to add that to my 8 ounces. Because 12 pounds is 192 ounces, and I need to add in my 8 here. So 192 plus 8 will get me 200 ounces. So Mrs. L, she bought 200 ounces. That's my first thing. Now, for my drawing, it says this is 1/4. So I'm going to draw a tape diagram. I'm going to break it into fourths. And I know 1/4 is 200 ounces. So that's a fourth. I need the whole week. And this is a fourth of what she'll use the whole week. So if I know this box is 200, I know this is 200, this is 200, and this is 200. So I have 2, 4, 6, 800 ounces. Or I could have shown it as 200 times 4. So this is 800 ounces for 1 week. That's the first part of my question I have to do. Now, if she uses 10 ounces of sugar for each batch of sugar cookies, how many batches of sugar cookies will she make in a week? So now I have to take that 800 ounces and I'm going to divide it by 10 ounces because I want to see how many 10-ounce batches I can pull out of 800. And for the sake of my calculation, I'm going to erase my units for right now. And I know that 10 can go into 80 8 times. And then when I bring down my 0, 10 can go into 0 times. So my actual division piece of this will get me 80 batches of cookies. So I'll then put in my answer statement. And there's my answer statement right there. Mrs. Lawrence will make 80 batches of cookies in a week. Let's take a look quick over at page 2. Now for page 2, we'll look at number 4 and I'll get it started. It says Beth Ann practiced piano for 1 hour and 5 minutes each day for 1 week. So that's 1 day. She had 5 songs to practice, and she spent the same amount of time practicing each song. how long did she practice each song during the week? So the first step is, I know in a week there's 7 days. So I'm going to break this up. This is 1 week because I have 7 days. I know for 1 day it's 1 hour and 5 minutes. I'm going to change that into 1 unit because I know I'm doing some calculating, and I think minutes will be easiest to do. And I know 1 hour equals 60 minutes. So I'm going to cross it off and turn it to 60 minutes. Then plus my 5 minutes will get me 65 minutes. That's for 1 day. So that's going to go right here. I need to figure it out for the whole week. So I can do 65 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. And I'm going to end up with 455 minutes in 1 week, or 7 days. So there's my tape diagram to show that. Now she has 5 songs to play, and she wants to spend equal amount of time. So I'm going to draw another tape to show the different part of this. That's my 5 songs, and she has 455 minutes for each of to spend on all of those 5 songs. So how do I figure out how long she practiced for each song? Well, that means I'm looking for this right here, 1 box, and I know that I have 455 minutes. I want to break it apart evenly into 5 different songs, so I'm going to divide it. And I see that I'm going to end up with 91. 91 what? 91 minutes. So I could then fill it in for each of these boxes. Or I can draw a little bracket above one of them and put 91. Either way works. So the very last thing I need is my answer statement. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in. And there's my answer statement there. And it says Beth Ann spent 91 minutes on each song. Thanks for watching. Hope this helps. And good luck on the rest of your homework.